Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance.
We're good at Matt's 1-car, 2-bedroom apartment with a home office/home gym insurance.
We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen/art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the 2-car garage/rehearsal space insurance.
Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Do you suffer from sudden or chronic pain in your neck, back, or other joints? Then you should consider giving Creekside Chiropractic a call. Dedicated to providing wellness for both the body and spirit, their licensed chiropractic team sets the tone for drug-free pain management for both chronic pain and sudden injury. Creekside is committed to total body wellness for the entire family. As well as chiropractic services, Creekside also offers the latest in K-laser therapy, therapeutic massage, and they even have an infrared sauna. Dr. Aaron is also a member of the National Registry of Certified Medical Examiners and can perform your DOT physical. They help you manage your pain and overall wellness right here at home in Sheridan, Indiana. Creekside Chiropractic, your hometown chiropractor.
People ask us all the time, how can Godby Home Furnishings have furniture and mattresses in stock where with most other stores you have to wait months for furniture? It's because we have a huge warehouse with over 75,000 square feet full of furniture and mattresses. So almost every item you see in our stores is in stock and ready to be delivered to your home. And it's all being delivered by our friendly delivery crew. Quality furniture at affordable prices. Get it at Godby's today.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your Erie agent in Sheridan is Bragg Insurance Agency. Get a quote at bragginsurance.com.
Erie Insurance.
Hey, do you know about the Education Foundation?
No, let's find out more.
Thank you, Education Foundation, for the whiteboards.
Thank you.
Thank you, Education Foundation.
I was the CEO of Radio Disney.
And I dissected frogs.
Thank you.
Education Foundation, thanks for the books.
Thank you.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Check out our website and our Facebook page to find out more.
Additional sponsors for Bragg Sports Media broadcasts include The Farmers Bank, Legacy Images, Handmade on Maine, Horizon Real Estate, KV Elliott American Legion Post 67. Thank you for your continued support. Go Blackhawks! Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Logansport High School for tonight's, or I'm sorry, this afternoon's first game, or second game in the semi-state in 2A North. The Blackhawks going to take on the Rensselaer Bombers. I am Daniel Bragg, joined alongside by Nick Doty. We're going to be bringing you guys all the action here at Logansport. Starting lineups being announced for the teams. First up for the Blackhawks, going to get it up here in a second. Going to be the traditional starting five: Cross, Timmy, Garner, and Timmy. And then for the Bombers, we've got Matthew, Drone, Van Meter, Roland, and Ratke. And Nick, the big thing in this matchup, these teams very equal on paper. What are you hoping to see out of the Lady Hawks?
You and I have been discussing this all morning now. You know, we need that fire, that intensity that the Lady Hawks have been coming out with the last couple of weeks. Ball movement, set your own pace, don't try to match theirs. It's going to be a very even match here. I'm looking at an 8 to 10 point game.
Yeah, it's predicted to be an 8-point game, and we're certainly in for it. The girls returning, the Lady Blackhawks that being, returning to semi-state for the first time again since last year, where they fell to Eastern Hancock in overtime. Nick, that one was almost too much for both of us to handle. I don't know if I can do that again.
That was a heartbreaker for both of us. You know, you and I were very emotional last year. I'm feeling very calm, very confident going into today's game. We've been here before. We know the atmosphere is going to be intense. Just get here, get it done, and let's play tonight.
Rensselaer playing in their first semi-state ever. Blackhawks very much in the similar situation as the Blackhawks were last year. Rensselaer comes in 24-2. The only team they've lost to is twice. I don't remember who that team was off the top of my head, but either way, same team twice. That's the only two losses they've got. They have not lost to anybody else. Blackhawks obviously 25-1. A absolute banner record-breaking season.
Oh yeah.
Kinsey Garner 43 points away from the all-time scoring record in Sheridan history, but again, that's not what's important tonight or this afternoon. I keep saying tonight. Hopefully they play tonight. The winner of this game is going to take on Eastside, who was the winner of the first game here at Semi-State. They defeated Whitco, and that's who the Blackhawks will be facing. When I say the Blackhawks, hopefully the Blackhawks will be facing.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah,
Daniel.
starting lineups being announced for Rensselaer now. Again, the big matchup for the Hawks, in my opinion, going to be Van Meter as she runs the middle. She's listed at 5'11", but she's every bit of that. This team being very long, Nick, they're going to very much press on the Blackhawks again with their size. I mean, the Hawks came out shooting hot from behind the arc last week. I don't know that they'll be able to do to that success rate again tonight or this afternoon, but hopefully they can get somewhere around there. And really the big thing for the Hawks is how much can Kinsey get away with, and how much do the Hawks really need her to step up like they did against LaPel?
Yeah, she's going to step up. You know, she leads the team, and sometimes she feels like she's going to carry the whole thing on her shoulders, but good thing about this group is we can all score. We move the ball really well. We just need to stay out of foul trouble. I think that's going to be the biggest key here by the end of the day.
So the opening tip coming your way. We're going to get off the screen. We'll be back for the halftime. That's what our faces look like for those of you that have never seen them.
First time on camera, I think.
Probably. No, we did it at the Powder Puff a few years ago. Kinsey Garner going to take the opening tip.
Here we go.
And we are set and off. Rensselaer win the opening tip. Get it up to the wing now. Working around up top. Back to the right side wing. Blackhawks playing tight defense in the half court. Man on man, at least to start the game, outside wing. Kinsey Garner stepped out to defend it. She's trying to drive. Cut off and thrown away by Rensselaer in their first possession.
There's that Blackhawk defense we were talking about.
So the Blackhawks going to inbound on the near side right next to the scorer's table. Kinsey Garner being full court pressed by Matthew of the Bombers. Stands just across the half court. Now back up top to Nova Cross to the left wing now. Cecilia Timmy going to dribble it back up top. Looking for a teammate, gets it to Nova down in the corner. Nova wants to get it back up top. And Kinsey going to come get it on the left wing. Kinsey, wing three on the way. It's good!
Money.
So Kinsey Garner gets the scoring off for the Blackhawks. Matthew gets it across the half line, defended by Brielle Garner. Leaves off for a teammate. Now up top, worked over to the other wing now. Bombers not able to get inside yet. Back outside in the corner. Thought about it was Matthew. Matthew drives, shot up, no good, and Kinsey Garner gets the rebound. She's up the left side. Gets through a defender inside the lane now. A lot of contact, and she's going to get a foul call against the Bombers. They're going to say it's on the floor as she was going up for the shot, but the official says ball was on the floor. Blackhawks will inbound under their own basket. Nova cross to inbound for the Hawks. Gets it to Cecilia Timmy in the corner. Timmy, baseline, has it stripped away by the Bombers. Bombers long pass up to the left wing. She's going to launch a three for the Bombers. That one in and out, rebounded by Nova Cross. Now Kinsey gets it across the half court, running at the other end. Inside the lane, back to Sadie Timmy in the corner now, back up top. That one tipped. It was intended for Cecilia Timmy, but she gathers it up back on the bad side of the half court. Now gets it back into Blackhawk range. Kinsey for another three. That one off the front side. That one was probably WNBA range.
Yeah, she rushed it just a little bit too.
6:12 still to play in the first. Blackhawks on top 3-0, and the Bombers going to inbound at their end. Officials talking about something.
So far, the Lady Hawks look very calm right now. They're dialed in, I think.
There's an official at the scores table discussing something with a little confusion. I'm not sure what's happening.
What's she not like here?
Officials having a meeting now at mid-court.
This really kills tempo here.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing any changes.
Yeah, no changes. Nothing came of that meeting. So we're going to get back to action. Bombers get it inbound again on their own end. Brielle Garner defending Matthew in the full court. Gets across the half line. Now to the right elbow. Back up top now. The Bombers trying to get inside. Nice spin move. Gets the drive to go. Got by Sadie Timmy, and the Blackhawks on top by one. Cecilia Timmy. Kinsey over to Nova Cross on the wing. Back up to Kinsey at the top. Kinsey through a few defenders. Sadie Timmy, jumper from the free throw line, gets it to go. Blackhawks back on top 3. Bombers get it across the half line. Cecilia Timmy playing defense. Down under the basket. Reverse layup, no good. It's going to be out of bounds off the Bombers. Blackhawks not allowing the Bombers to get inside their defense in this first 2 minutes and a half. That one kicked by Matthew. It'll stay Blackhawk ball as Cecilia Timmy was looking for Kinsey Garner on the inbound. Garner inbounding under Blackhawk basket. Gets it to Sadie Timmy. Now Garner going to walk it up. Up to Cecilia Timmy right as she got across the half line. Now Kinsey, and they're going to call a walk. Cecilia Timmy had to step through 2 defenders, and they call a travel. Still one foul. Only against Rensselaer. Blackhawks have not been called for any. 5:20 to play in the first.
There's been plenty of contact here, too.
Matthew gets it across the half line again. Tightly defended by Brielle Garner, who tipped that one, and it's going to go out of bounds. But again, the active hands of Brielle Garner frustrating Matthew. Bombers going to inbound about halfway down. Able to get it into Matthew. Again, full court pressed by Brielle Garner. Inside, and that goes through the hands of the intended receiver. Kinsey Garner with it. Dribbles through 2 defenders. She's got Brielle in the corner. Brielle just going to give it back to Kinsey. She's going to launch another three. That one got tipped. And a foul on the rebound going to go against the Bombers as Sadie Timmy was trying to get there. So 2 fouls against the Bombers, still none called against the Hawks.
I think a big key here, Daniel, is going to be frustrating the Bombers.
Inbounded quickly to Kinsey, gets the shot up. I think it got a hand on it, though.
Yeah.
And the Bombers get the rebound, going to bring it up now. Get it to the half line. To the right wing, working around, getting it down low. Cecilia Timmy playing tight defense, wild ball, and the Hawks just going to let that roll out. It'll be Blackhawk ball. No one's signaled yet. There's no way it's out on the Blackhawks.
No, never touched it.
No, they're signaling.
No way.
They're signaling that it's Bombers ball.
She touched it even when it was rolling out.
So it'll be Bombers inbounding the ball down on their end.
Don't agree with that call.
Matthew at the top. Spin move, gets to the elbow, drives, blocked by Kinsey Garner. She gets her own rebound. Almost has it taken away.
Nice.
Kinsey in the lane, contact, gets the shot to go. Kinsey Garner, she's got 5.
They're up in the pace here.
3 from the right wing is no good, but they get the offensive rebound. The Bombers trying to get the putback. Short little jumper off the side of the backboard. She gets her own rebound. Back outside now. In the lane, floater put up, that one good. Floater put up by Van Meter. Back to a 3-point game halfway through the first. Sadie Timmy, now Cecilia Timmy, back over to Kinsey Garner, and she eventually going to get it across the half line. Timmy on the right wing. Waits for Brielle Garner down in the corner, back to Timmy. Cecilia steps inside the 3-point arc, gets it to Sadie in the lane, can't get the shot to go. And the Bombers quickly down the other end. That one just thrown out of bounds. Again, the Bombers being forced into some mistakes early.
You notice that they don't want to drive either?
No, they're scared of Kinsey.
Drove.
Yeah, at least early on in here, they're scared to go right at Kinsey Garner in the middle of the lane. Inbounded to Cecilia Timmy. Has it smacked out of her hand. She was just careless with it. Van Meter, short little jumper is good.
1-point game.
It's going to be smacked out again as the Blackhawks quickly get it inbound. It'll still be Blackhawk ball. With 3:26 to play in the first, it's a 1-point game. Cecilia Timmy to inbound under the Blackhawk basket. Gets it to Kinsey Garner. Up to Sadie Timmy on the other side. Now Kinsey at the top. Gets it to Sadie. Going to be kicked again by Matthew. It'll stay Blackhawk ball. Sadie Timmy to inbound on the near side now. Throws it long for Kinsey. Kinsey defended in the full court by Matthew. Up top, gets it to Cecilia on the wing. Now Brielle Garner in the corner, all the way over to Kinsey. Sidesteps the defender, inside the arc, short little jumper, no good, off the front side. And the Bombers get the rebound. 3 minutes left in the first, 1-point game. To the right wing, defended by Nova Cross, is Rowland. We were tipped off earlier before we went on the air. The Bombers don't rotate a lot, and there's a big three made by Rowland. And a quick foul going to go against Matthew on the inbound. Kinsey pointing out that Rowland's bleeding from her knee. So an official timeout with 2:41 to play in the first. Rensselaer with their first lead of the night. Afternoon, whatever. Shelby Eaton checks in for the Lady Hawks as Nova Cross going to take a seat.
Player being tended to here.
I don't know what Kinsey was doing. She went over and motioned for a trash can. It looked like she just had the spit. Officials still giving Rensselaer time to stop the bleeding or at least clean it up. Yep. And Rowland going to stay in. So Cecilia Timmy going to inbound for the Hawks on the far side. Kinsey Garner just going to walk it across. Once again, met by Matthew at the half court. Timmy. Working to her right, trying to get it down to Shelby Eaton, back outside Brielle Garner. Inside the lane, Sadie Timmy gets the easy lay-in. Nicely found by Brielle Garner. Blackhawks tie it back up at 9. Matthew almost lost the handle right as she came across the half line. Now Van Meter at the top, defended by Cecilia Timmy. Kinsey lets them shoot the three. That one way off. As that Radke three, not even close. Blackhawks going to take possession under their own basket with 2:06 to play in the first. And once again, Kinsey Garner just going to slowly walk it up. Slow the pace back down here. 2 minutes left in the first. The Hawks have controlled much of this first quarter. Kinsey, no one steps out on her. Absorbs the contact. They're going to get a foul on a charge against Kinsey. As she was driving down the right side. So a minute 55 to play. That's the first team foul against the Blackhawks. The Bombers being pressed in the full court. Taken away. Oh, Kinsey got it. I thought it was going to be taken away. Now the Hawks on top of it. It'll be a jump ball with the arrow pointing to the Blackhawks. Again, active hands by the Blackhawk defense forces another turnover. Rensselaer doing several of those in this first quarter. And there's going to be another official stoppage as there's something on the floor here.
Blood time?
Yeah, I think they think it's blood. Cecilia Timmy was thrown a towel. She was going to clean it up, but the official told her to back off.
Yeah, she's not authorized to deal with a bio.
No. Yeah, it's blood. So we're going to step aside real quick as that's cleaned up. You're watching Blackhawk Basketball, Bragg Sports Media.
The President's Day sale you've been waiting on is going on right now at Godby Home Furnishings. With thousands of items in stock and ready to be delivered to your home now. Take an extra 15% off our already low prices. Sofas, sectionals, dining rooms, bedrooms, and recliners. Everything in our 4 showrooms is on sale now. And don't forget about our mattresses. Save huge on Serta Eye Comfort and Beauty Rest mattresses. The President's Day sale is happening now at Godby Home Furnishings.
Welcome back to Logansport High School. The trainer out there taking care of the blood that is on the floor. Blackhawks and Bombers all tied at 9. Kinsey Garner with 5. Sadie Timmy with 4 for the Blackhawks. Both teams struggling from the field to start this one.
It's been a very exciting first here.
Yeah, the Blackhawks have led majority of this first quarter until the Bombers hit a big 3 a few minutes ago. Took their first lead, 9-7, and then the Hawks tied it up. That's where we're at. Kinsey brings it across the right side, gets it to Brielle Garner, left corner 3 on the way. That one's going to be off and rebounded by the Bombers. Van Meter going to bring it across. Someone's going to have to step to her. Eventually does. Now another 3. That one no good by the Bombers, and Kinsey Garner cleans up the rebound. Kinsey being chased from behind. She's in the lane, sidesteps the defender, a lot of contact, and she's going to go to the line for the first time tonight.
There we go.
And Kinsey came in needing 43 points to become the all-time scorer in Blackhawk history. But that's not the focus, at least in this one. She'd have to go off for a crazy amount of points to even get that here. And Kinsey off on the first one. Usually a very reliable free throw shooter.
Could be nerves.
Sadie Timmy going to check out, replaced by Max Smith, currently on the floor. The Garners, Cecilia Timmy, Shelby Eaton, and Max Smith. Kinsey's second one is on the way, and that one is through. Nova Cross going to check back in, and they're bringing out Kinsey. I don't know that Garner has gotten a lot of rest in the last 2 games that the Hawks have played.
Probably just going to rest the remainder here.
Van Meter going to bring it across the half line. Defended by Cecilia Timmy. Leaves off for a teammate. Up to the right side now, trying to spin move past Nova Cross at the rim. Gets the shot to go. And Rensselaer back on top by 1. Under a minute to play in the first. Timmy gets it across the half line. She's got Nova Cross on the left wing. Back up to Timmy at the top. Timmy defended by Matthew. Screen set by Smith. Now Timmy going to leave off for Brielle Garner on the wing. She's just going to bring it back up top. Now Celia Timmy down in the corner. Going to bring it again back up top. Going to have to be careful as Rensselaer working on a trap here. And that one given away by Nova Cross. They got a 2-on-1 situation. Van Meter going to take it all the way. Can't get the shot to go, but they get the offensive rebound. Trying to create space to put it back up, and they're going to get Cecilia Timmy with the foul. That'll put the Bombers at the foul line for the first time. Bombers have 4 team fouls in this first quarter, as the Blackhawks have done a good job of attacking the Bombers, but they're on top by 1. 21 seconds left in the quarter. At the lines, Rowland. She had that big 3 a few minutes ago, and she's off on the first. Kinsey Garner going to check back in, replace Nova Cross. Just 2 fouls called against the Blackhawks in this first quarter. Rowland setting up for her second. Shot is on the way and is through that time. Bombers on top 2, 20 seconds left in the first. Cecilia Timmy gets it across the half line. She's got Garner to her left. She gets inside the arc, in the lane, down low. Max Smith gets the shot to go. Nice find by Cecilia Timmy. We're back at 12 apiece. 5 seconds left. Roland leaves off to a teammate. At the top, going to launch a 3 at the end. Not going to get it to go. Kinsey just launches it with her left hand. And that'll do it at the end of the first quarter. We're knotted at 12, and Nick, we knew it was going to be a close one. We got one coming right your way right after this. Do you suffer from sudden or chronic pain in your neck, back, or other joints? Then you should consider giving Creekside Chiropractic a call. Dedicated to providing wellness for both the body and spirit, their licensed chiropractic team sets the tone for drug-free pain management for both chronic pain and sudden injury. Creekside is committed to total body wellness for the entire family. As well as chiropractic services, Creekside also offers the latest in K-laser therapy, therapeutic massage, and they even have an infrared sauna. Dr. Aaron is also a member of the National Registry of Certified Medical Examiners and can perform your DOT physical. They help you manage your pain and overall wellness right here at home in Sheridan, Indiana. Creekside Chiropractic, your hometown chiropractor. Welcome back to Logansport High School. Second quarter coming your way. After one, all knotted at 12. Kinsey Garner was 6 in that opening quarter. Sadie Timmy 4, and Max Smith got the other bucket. Only 2 fouls called against the Hawks in that whole quarter. One against Kinsey Garner, one against Cecilia Timmy. On the floor to start the quarter, Max Smith, the Garners, Shelby Eaton, and Cecilia Timmy. Rensselaer to inbound, and now Matthew going to walk it across, met by Brielle Garner. The Bombers were frustrated through much of that first quarter. They've got the size advantage on the Blackhawks, but the Blackhawks' tenacious defense causing problems. Roland finds the teammate in the lane, can't get the shot to go, and Kinsey Garner brings down the rebound with one hand. Brielle Garner chased down from behind, trapped, trying to get it back outside. Eaton, Garner, open 3 on the way. Go!
Yes!
Kinsey Garner gets her second 3 of the night. And the Hawks back on top 3. Roland going to bring it across for the Bombers, working to the left side. Directing traffic over to Ratke now. Gets it to Kane at the top. The Bombers being frustrated again, want to get inside, having to settle for a 3. Another one on the way. That one's good by Roland. Minute gone by in the second. We're all tied at 15. Brielle Garner, the intended receiver. They're going to say that was off by Cecilia Timmy. So out of bounds, and the Bombers going to take possession again. The good thing for the Hawks thus far, Nick, is that either of these teams have looked a little panicked, it's been the Bombers.
Right. They seem just out of sorts. Again, we talked about that being the defense that not a lot of teams have seen.
Roland on the wing. Back up top now, Ratke. Bombers trying to find a hole, but they've hit their outside shots thus far. Roland defended by Garner. Nice switch in the lane, shot put up, and it rolls in. Garner now gets it to Cecilia Timmy. She's going to bring it across the half line. Through 2 defenders, in the lane, through the contact. Can't get the shot to go, though. And the Bombers away with the 2-point lead and at their own end now. Roland works it around to Drone, now Matthew. Matthew goes baseline, cut off by Brielle Garner, reverse layup, no good, not even close. And that's Cecilia Timmy gathers up the rebound. Timmy wants to get it to Garner and eventually does. Garner gets it across the half line. She's at the top, working through the defense, 2 defenders, and can't get the shot to go, but she gets her own rebound. More contact, no foul, and the Bombers get the rebound. Matthew brings it across. Working to her right, to the corner. Tightly defended by Brielle Garner. Now down low, Ratke. Ratke not getting much help from the motion. Eventually Matthew able to be found. Now another 3 by Roland. That one's no good. Rebounded by Garner. Kinsey up to Shelby Eaton. Kinsey goes hard to the floor. Max Smith baseline trying to get it back up to Cecilia Timmy. And again, all kinds of contact being allowed. And no fouls being called.
People falling everywhere.
The Bombers with it now. Going to slowly bring it up as Matthew. defended by Max Smith now. 5 minutes to play in the first half. Bombers on top 2. In the lane, nice cut. Blocked by Garner. It's rolling around, going to go off Kinsey's foot. So it'll be Bomber ball under their own basket. Sadie Timmy and Nova Cross check back in as Eaton and Max Smith going to check back out. Quickly inbounded up top now to Drone. Drone defended by Cecilia Timmy. Taken away by Sadie. Kinsey going to slow it down. Brings it across the half line, defended by Matthew. Cecilia on the wing. Cross court to Nova Cross on the wing. She's going to launch a 3. Can't get it to go. That one a little long. Now just go out of bounds. But the Hawks still trail by 2, 4:31 in the first half. Kane to inbound for the Bombers. Gets it quickly into Rowland. Rowland defended by Sadie Timmy. Given back up top now, Radke. Defended by Garner. Bombers being frustrated by the Blackhawk defense, and the Bombers going to use their first timeout of the afternoon as they they lead by 2. 4:15 to play in the first half. We'll be right back right after this.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your Erie agent in Sheridan is Bragg Insurance Agency. Get a quote at bragginsurance.com.
Erie Insurance.
4:15 to play in the first half of this 2A semi-state matchup. Blackhawks trail by 2 to Rensselaer Bombers. And Rensselaer going to inbound next to the scorer's table on this near side. Able to get it into Matthew, again, defended by Brielle Garner. No fouls called in this entire quarter thus far. Officials allowing them to play in this quarter. Rowland gets it over to a teammate, that being Van Meter. Up top now, Radke. Now Matthew drives, gets to the bucket, and gets the lay-in. The Bombers with their biggest lead of the afternoon. Kinsey going to bring it up. 3:45 to play in the first half. Gets a screen from Sadie. Wanted Shelby in the middle of the lane and just given away, and now the Bombers now with a 4-point lead. A chance to add to that lead. Get it quickly to the wing, that being Rowland. Defended by Sadie Timmy. Up top, Matthew. Gets it to Radke. Leaves off for Drone now. Again, staying at the top of the key. Drone in the lane, ugly shot put up. No chance on that. Rebounded by Garner. Garner, 1-on-2 at the basket. Gets the contact, can't get the call though. Being frustrated. Now the Bombers at the other end. On the left wing, back up top now, Matthew. Defended by Garner. Working to her right. Drives past Garner, and Garner gets called for the foul from behind, but the shot doesn't go in. That's Kinsey's second. The Bombers frustrating Garner. I don't know if it's necessarily the Bombers or the officials. Either way, Kinsey being frustrated in this first half. Started out pretty hot. She's 3 of 10 from the field, 1 of 6 from inside the arc. First free throw is no good by Matthew. Kinsey going to check out with 2:53 to play in the first half. Kinsey thought she was coming out. Instead, it's Brielle Garner coming out as Cecilia Timmy checks in. But Timmy's, Nova Cross, Shelby Eaton, and Kinsey Garner on the floor right now. Second free throw for Matthew. That one does go through. 5-point game. Just under 3 to play in the first half. Cecilia Timmy brings it across the half line, working to her left. Gets it to Eaton. Down in the corner, back to Cecilia. Kinsey wants it at the top. Cecilia takes it in the lane and gets the shot to go. Rowland going to bring it up for the Bombers now. Gets it across the half line, met by Cecilia Timmy. Switched, now it's Nova Cross playing defense. She gets in the lane, wide open little floater, can't get it to go though, and
nice
Cross brings down the rebound. Kinsey, no help. She's driving all the way to the other end, takes the contact and gets the shot to go. And
did they call it? Finally call something?
I think they did call. I mean, that was a late whistle.
But finally, I mean, it's been nothing but contact this entire quarter.
I think they are going to call a late foul as saying that they didn't give her room to land, maybe. Hold on. There's some confusion.
What's going on?
I don't know. There was no foul, but I don't know why there was a stoppage. Either way, Kinsey gets the shot. It's a 1-point game. I'm not sure why there was a stoppage there.
It looked like there was a foul.
Kinsey going to check out. Again, a 1-point game, 2:17 to play in the first half. Kinsey's got 11 in this first half. Matthew gets it across the half line. Blackhawks in a full court press. Matthew quickly makes work of that, but the Blackhawks force the miss, and there's going to be a foul on the rebound by Rowland. With 2:10 to play in the first half.
Kinsey got a quick breather. She's back in.
So the Blackhawks going to inbound under their own basket. Kinsey directing traffic, gets it to Cecilia Timme. She's going to bring it across now. Timme into Sadie Timme. Off the glass, can't get that shot to go. The Bombers going to slowly bring it up, under 2 to play in the first half. Low-scoring affair, very tightly contested. Rowland working back to her right. Wanted to get the back door to Matthew, able to. Matthew sidesteps Kinsey Garner, can't get the shot to go, though. Now Kinsey, 1-on-2. She's going to stop at the top of the key, launches a 3. That one off back iron. It looked good, but Bombers come away with the rebound. Now they got to get back on defense. Wide open 3 at the wing. That one off the front side, and now Cecilia Timme gets the rebound. Gets it to Sadie. Sadie back to Kinsey, and Kinsey going to slow things down now.
Good. Slow the pace down just a little bit here.
Minute 20, Cecilia Timme on the wing. Kinsey Garner back up top. Nova Cross into Sadie, and she gets mauled by Rowland. She can't believe it, but that was definitely a foul.
Definitely a foul.
1:12 to play in the first half. That'll be the third team foul, I believe, maybe the second team foul, either way, in the quarter. No one in danger of going into the bonus. Sadie Timme, wing 3. Doesn't take a lot of those, and that one's off. Quickly inbounded. Now Matthew with it. Still a 1-point game. Matthew drives past the defense. Can't get the shot to go, though. Cecilia Timme brings down the rebound. Blackhawks 4-on-2. Shelby Eaton, wide open 3 in the corner. Can she get it to go? No, she cannot. But Kinsey gets the rebound, puts it back up off the front side. A lot of contact again, no foul.
What is going on here?
An offensive foul against the Bombers. I'm not even sure what you would call there. They're going to call again, that's going to be another one against, I thought it was against Rowland. Instead, it's going to be against Ratke. It'll be her second. 45.8, the Blackhawks inbounding under their own basket. Going to throw it long to Kinsey at the top. Shelby Eaton turns around at the free throw line. Jumper good. Hawks on top by 1, back in top of this ball game. 35 seconds left in the first half. Matthew, nice crossover, gets inside the lane. She's just going to stop, leaves off for Ratke, gets fouled from behind, and makes the bucket as Nova Cross got there late. So put Ratke at the line. That's Nova Cross's first. So Brody Ratke with a chance to get it back to 2. Shot on the way is good. 2-point game, 29 seconds left in the first half. Cecilia Timme back to Kinsey Garner in the backcourt. Eventually get it across the line. Now Cecilia Timme on the wing. Back up top, Kinsey Garner. Cecilia looking at Shelby. Works back to her right, though. Back outside, Nova Cross now. Cross-court pass to Shelby. Shelby through 2 defenders. Back out to Nova. Nova for 3 from the wing. That one no good. Rebounded by Garner. She got fouled on the floor. She got the rebound, put the shot back up, but they are going to get a foul on the floor. I think, did that go against, it's against Ratke.
No,
it'll be her third. With 4.7 left in the quarter, or in the half, Hawks trail by 2. Nova Cross to inbound under the Blackhawks basket. Gets it easily to Sadie. Actually, it tipped by the Bombers. And now a double dribble by the Bombers with 1.5 now. Can the Blackhawks get a catch and release here? That's basically all the time they're going to have. Kinsey down low, cross to inbound, throws it long to Cecilia. Cecilia's going to have no time, gets the shot off, I think, but it's not going to go. So at the end of the first half, the Blackhawks on top by 2. I'm sorry, they're trail by 2.
Trail by 2.
And Nick, oh my goodness. I mean,
what a first half.
What a first half. The Blackhawks led, again, most of that first half, but still find themselves trailing by 2.
You know, we've got a barn burner here. Both teams making mistakes, forcing up shots. But as we talked about earlier, the Bombers are looking a lot more panicked than Sheridan is. Sheridan's a lot more comfortable. It's just don't make the little mistakes, make the easy shots.
Scoring in that first half going to be Kinsey Garner with 11. She was fairly quiet. She's having a rough night of shooting as she's hitting a lot of contact and not getting a lot of calls. Sadie Timmy with 4, Cecilia Timmy 2, Max Smith 2, and Shelby Eaton with 2. Blackhawks shot only 36% from the field, but that's because they're 2 of 9 from behind the arc.
Right.
If they can clean it up, certainly. I mean, look, regardless of what they do, they're very much in this game.
Oh no, this is either team's game right now. It's their game to lose. We knew it was going to be a tight game, but this is tight.
We'll be back before the start of the third quarter. You're watching Blackhawk basketball, Bragg Sports Media.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance.
We're good at Matt's 1-car, 2-bedroom apartment with a home office / home gym insurance.
We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen / art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the 2-car garage / rehearsal space insurance.
Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Do you suffer from sudden or chronic pain in your neck, back, or other joints? Then you should consider giving Creekside Chiropractic a call. Dedicated to providing wellness for both the body and spirit, their licensed chiropractic team sets the tone for drug-free pain management for both chronic pain and sudden injury. Creekside is committed to total body wellness for the entire family. As well as chiropractic services, Creekside also offers the latest in K-laser therapy, therapeutic massage, and they even have an infrared sauna. Dr. Aaron is also a member of the National Registry of Certified Medical Examiners and can perform your DOT physical. They help you manage your pain and overall wellness right here at home in Sheridan, Indiana. Creekside Chiropractic, your hometown chiropractor.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Paul, I know this sounds like a broken record, but man, oh man, you guys are once again very, very busy at the IHSAA and its member institutions. We're at the semi-state round of girls basketball. We're still wrestling. You know, wrestling is underway, nearing the end. Boys basketball continues, and we have the pairing show for the boys state finals, just among the few things that are going on at this particular time.
Well, you know, busy is good in our business. You know, we love to be busy because it means, you know, there's a lot of important things and a lot of fun things going on. And, you know, we're going to start this weekend off with our wrestling state finals on Friday, starts tomorrow. And, we bring 16 student athletes in every weight class. And, that Friday night round, they got to win that first match to be able to get to Saturday. And so it's a high drama, a lot of intense wrestling on Friday night, and it's a loaded field. I think we have 6 returning state champions from the previous year. We have a young man that is going for his 4th state title in 4 years. Have another one that's going for their 3rd state title in 3 years. And, it's going to be a great weekend of wrestling.
It's hard to describe the emotion at Gainbridge on that night where when you're going for a championship and the spotlight hits you and you're out there and it's you versus your opponent and thousands of people there. You can talk about some of the most dramatic things in all of sports, especially at the IHSAA. The wrestling finals might just fit the bill.
It does, and then you said it well. It's just, these young men have prepared their whole life. And their goals are still intact when they make it to the state finals, and to have that competition. But regardless, if you win or you lose, these are the best of the best, and they've had a great career, each one of them. And so, but we're excited about it. We're excited to show up and wrestle this weekend.
Paul Neidig with us, the commissioner of the IHSAA. We also mentioned the semi-state round of the girls' state finals. I cannot believe we're at the semi-state right now. And next weekend playing for a state championship.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We have 8 sites in our basketball cathedrals that are going to host communities and teams from around the state this next weekend or Saturday, and we're really excited about that. It's a big weekend. With the semi-state, traditionally we've always had a 2-game weekend in our tournament, and a couple of years ago we moved it to the semi-state instead of the regional, and so it's a tough weekend, and teams have had to prepare all week long for a possibility of 2 games, but it needs to be tough because the prize, if you come out of this weekend, is a chance to compete for a state championship.
In addition to that, on Sunday, 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, Greg Rickstraw and I will be live from your offices on North Meridian Street in Indianapolis for the Boys Pairing Show. Again, in advance, thank you for entrusting us with the opportunity to do this. It's Greg will tell you, I will tell you, these pairing shows that you allow us to do are some of the highlights of our entire years.
No, they are, and we have such an incredible following on that Sunday. And the teams get together and have a little more fellowship as they watch the draw. And, we're going to turn the lights on in the Vander Weilen family studio here at the offices of the IHSAA, and we're going to talk basketball. For 2 hours, we're going to celebrate basketball.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, as is the rest of the state. He's the commissioner of the IHSAA. It's Paul Neidig. This is our weekly conversation about all things IHSAA related. Get out, support your local student athletes, boys basketball games, wrestling, state final, semi-states, and the girls basketball all across the board. Commissioner, thanks so much. We'll see you Sunday.
We'll see you Sunday, Coach.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
People ask us all the time, how can Godby Home Furnishings have furniture and mattresses in stock where with most other stores you have to wait months for furniture? It's because we have a huge warehouse with over 75,000 square feet full of furniture and mattresses. So almost every item you see in our stores is in stock and ready to be delivered to your home. And is all being delivered by our friendly delivery crew. Quality furniture at affordable prices. Get it at Godby's today.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your Erie agent in Sheridan is Bragg Insurance Agency. Get a quote at bragginsurance.com.
Erie Insurance.
Hey, do you know about the Education Foundation? No, let's find out more. Thank you, Education Foundation, for the whiteboards. Thank you.
Thank you, Education Foundation.
That was the CEO of Radio Disney. And I dissected frogs.
Thank you.
Education Foundation, thanks for the books.
Thank you.
Wow, that's wonderful. Check out our website and our Facebook page to find out more.
Welcome back. Just the waning seconds of the halftime. We get set for the second half of this semi-state semifinal between the Sheridan Blackhawks and the Rensselaer Central Bombers. Blackhawks trail the Bombers by 2. They will start the second half with possession. Kinsey Garner brings it across on the right side, working back to the top of the key. In the lane, Cecilia Timmy under the basket, creates space. Can't get the shot to go, but she gets her own rebound. Back up top, Kinsey Garner for 3. That one, no. So the Blackhawks missed their first 2 in the second half. Kinsey Garner had a first half double-double, 11 points, 11 rebounds. But the Blackhawks still trail by 2, taken away by Timmy. They're going to fight over the jump ball, arrow pointing to Rensselaer. Very tightly contested semi-state matchup here. Rensselaer came in as favorites. They were 8-point favorites, according to John Harrell. But the Lady Hawks frustrating. Van Meter gets the easy lay-in on the baseline.
May have been some coverage confusion there.
Garner throws it up to Timmy as she's going to bring it across on the left side. Cecilia Timmy gets it to Sadie in the lane. Plenty of space off the glass. Can't get that shot to go. And the Bombers bring it up now. Van Meter on the run. She only had 4 points in that first half and blocked by Garner. It'll stay Rensselaer ball. Rowland for the Bombers had 11 points in that first half. Between Kinsey Garner and Rowland, really keeping this game going. It'd be much low scoring if they weren't involved. Van Meter at the top, working on Timmy. Gets to the elbow, back outside now. Working it around the arc now to Rowland. Standing basically at the volleyball line of the floor. Works to her right, leaves off for a teammate. Up top now, Van Meter for 3. That one off the front side, rebounded by Garner. She gets another one. Going to bring it across at the top of the key, working to her right. Runs into 2 defenders, a lot of contact. They're going to get. Oh my gosh!
Really?
Every time Kinsey has driven and gets smacked in the lane, they call an offensive foul. So Garner going to get tacked with another foul. It's her third now. Again, 2 of those have been offensive fouls when she drives the ball. Bombers going to bring it up Rowland now. Met by Sadie Timmy. Working to her left. Going to leave off for Van Meter. Back up top. That being Matthew. Now Radke. Matthew. Back outside on the far wing. Back up top now, Van Meter. Blackhawks doing a good job switching. Van Meter in the lane. Gets the shot, no good. And the Blackhawks save it, but it's still alive. Van Meter gets it to Radke in the lane, gets the shot to go. The Bombers with their biggest lead of the game with 6. 6 minutes left in the third. Nova Cross on the left wing. Back to Kinsey on the right wing. Working to the top, back to Nova. She's got a wide open 3 on the way. That one in and out, rebounded by Sadie Timmy. A lot of contact on that rebound, but she gets the shot to go. Blackhawks trying to force the pressure. They get it across with Van Meter defended by Timmy. Now Matthew defended by Timmy. Working to her right, leaves off for Rowland. Back outside now. That's Drone. Gets it back to Matthew. Matthew driving, walk, and they're going to call a foul. Let's see who they give this foul to. It's going to go against Nova Cross. It'll be her second. Hawks trail by 4. Kinsey Garner going to come out with those 3 fouls. Blackhawks going to have to find some offense from somebody that's not named Kinsey Garner. Bombers in the corner. Now Matthew crosses over Cecilia, and Cecilia gets called for the foul. I'm sorry, that's Brielle gets called for the foul. And that'll put Matthew at the line. After the Hawks get called for very few fouls in the first half, they've got 3 already with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Matthews' first one's off the front side. Kinsey Garner with 3 fouls, Nova Cross with 2, Brielle Garner and Cecilia Timme with 1 foul apiece. Matthew's second one is through. They're on top by 5. Cecilia Timme gets it across. Working on Matthew. Driving off the glass, can't get that shot to go, but the Hawks come away with the rebound. Brielle Garner puts it back up and in. 3-point game. Bombers going to slowly bring it up. That pass goes off Brielle Garner's foot and cleaned up by Shelby Eaton. She's trapped, though, and given away. Rowland in the lane. Shot put up. Can't get that to go, and Cecilia Timme gets the rebound. Timme working down the left side. A lot of contact, and a foul going to go against Rowland. It'll be her 4th.
That's her 4th, yeah.
That's a big one because, again, Rowland, according to the board, it says 3. The stats we got at half, it said that she already had 3. So I'm going to go by the scoreboard. At least that's all I've got right now. That's her 3rd. Timme at the top, working back to her left now. Gets a screen set, doesn't take it. Has it poked free, and it's going to be a jump ball, the arrow pointing to Sheridan. 4:32 to play in the 3rd. 3-point game. The Blackhawks will inbound under their own basket. Kinsey Garner going to check back in now as Nova Cross going to check out. And they send Sadie Timme to inbound this ball here. Hawks with a chance to tie. Inbounded by Sadie Timme smartly. No.
What's that?
They say you're allowed to bounce it off the defender, but they called it as Sadie was just trying to bounce it off the back. And I don't know where Nova Cross was going, and now everybody on the Rensselaer side, the fans just stand up and block our view of everything.
Well, I think Coach Bradshaw was arguing something with one of the officials.
Nova went straight onto the floor, and I think it's a technically, if they call this. It wasn't any part of the actual action that took place.
Right.
She was confused, but let's see. And they are going to tech her up. And Coach Bradshaw nods. I mean, it is a rule. It's at the discretion of the officials as to whether she was influencing the play.
Right.
But, so the technical going to go against the Hawks. And now shooting 2 foul shots is going to be Rowland. Rowland's first one is on the way and through. Now they're going to allow Nova Cross to check in, and Kinsey checks back out. It's an interesting strategy that they're doing since Kinsey's got 3 fouls. When they're on defense, Kinsey comes out. When they're on offense, Coach Bradshaw throwing Kinsey in there. Rowland's second one is also through. So the Bombers back on top 5. And Sheridan arguing the ball should be inbounded from way down there, and instead the officials look to be inbounding it at the half-court line. If you're going to stop it, I mean, they were inbounding at the other end of the floor when Nova Cross came onto the floor and the technical was called. So now the official talking to the bench, or the scorer's table rather, to make sure everything is copacetic. It looks like they're going to keep it at half court. Coach Bradshaw nods and at least accepting it. Rowland to inbound for the Bombers. Thrown away.
I thought she
sailed over the head of Cecilia Timme. Van Meter gets it up top to Matthew. Defended by Brielle Garner again. Drive, little floater put up on the baseline. Can't get it to go, but they get the offensive rebound. Without Garner in there, they're lacking a lot of height down low. Van Meter again worked over to Drone. Down under the basket, Van Meter. Blocked by Cecilia Timme.
It's a block.
The Bombers not happy about it. Cecilia Timme at the other end cuts through the defense. Going to take a long 2. That one no good, and they can't get the rebound. And again, Bombers screaming. I don't know why they're screaming. It's a lot of clean defense. Van Meter going to get fouled at the other end, though, by Cecilia Timme. That'll be Timme's second. Bomber fans very heated, but again, I don't know why. It's a lot of clean defense.
Right.
With 3:44 to play, the Blackhawks now put the Bombers in the bonus. Again, only called for, I think, 3 fouls in the entire first half. Have been called for 5 already in this quarter.
We talked about this. This was what was going to happen.
So Van Meter at the line. First one is good. Kinsey Garner going to come back in for Nova Cross. So on the floor, the Garners, the Timmies, and Shelby Eaton. Van Meter's second one upcoming on the way, off the backside, and they get the offensive rebound, put back up, no good. Rowland now puts it back up, can't get that one to go. It's going to be last touched by Van Meter. Still a 6-point game, 3:38 to play in the third. Timmy going to inbound, gets it to Kinsey Garner. Matthew poked it free, but Garner eventually cleans it up.
Slow the pace down here.
Gets
Kinsey
across the half line. Kinsey goes behind the back. Gets it to Sadie Timmy. Back out to Eaton for 3. A lot of contact down low. And again, they're going to say out on the Bombers, but Sadie Timmy had 2 Bombers on top of her at one point. Blackhawks got to find a source of points here in this third quarter. Brielle Garner, and that one just through her hands. Timmy was looking for Garner in the far corner. Garner not able to handle it. 3:20 to play in the third, still a 6-point game. And this low-scoring semi-state semifinal. Matthew working on Brielle Garner, gets it across the half line at the top. Spin move, gets it to the corner. Van Meter for 3. That one is no good. Rebounded by Sadie Timmy. Nice job boxing out. Now Kinsey Garner at the half. Gets it up to Brielle Garner. She's going to stop, gets it back out to Kinsey. Kinsey fights through some defense, gets the shot put up in the lane, can't get it to go. Cecilia Timmy now fighting for the rebound, pulls it out. Again, on the floor, no call. 3 Blackhawks on the floor in that one possession, and no whistle, but it will be Blackhawk ball. I mean, there's a lot of contact being allowed on both ends of this floor. Timmy trying to get it to Garner, going to be out off of Rowland. 2:52 to play in the third now. Still a 6-point game. Blackhawks now look uncomfortable, whereas the Bombers had been that much of the first half. Timmy just going to throw it long, and that's going to be short for Garner, but she somehow, again, a lot of contact, loses the ball, and now the Bombers, that's almost a double dribble. Back under the basket, Rowland can't get that shot to go, but they get the offensive rebound, put it back up, and she's going to go to the line. A foul going to get called, I think, against Eaton here. It is going to be against Shelby Eaton. It'll be her first. But again, the amount of fouls called against the Hawks in this quarter.
A little mismatched.
Blackhawks being mugged under the basket, can't get a whistle. Matthews' first free throw is good. 7-point game. And she's got one more upcoming. Matthews' second is off the front side, rebounded by Cecilia Timmy. Garner gets it across the half line, goes through all the defense, and finally gets a call.
It's about time.
And I think she yelled it at the official when the whistle was blown.
Said, finally?
I think that's a little bit what she said. So the foul's going to go against number 11, Kane. Or I'm sorry, that's Drone. But Kinsey Garner going to be at the line. First one is up and in and out. Garner shooting 1 of 3 at the foul line. Kinsey just struggling from the field, 4 of 14 shooting. Her second one is also short. So uncharacteristic of Garner to miss 2. Now Rowland going to bring it across. Working to her left, leaves off for Van Meter. Van Meter cuts it inside, trying to get Matthew down low. Matthew wildly passes it, but the Bombers keep possession now. Rowland back outside. Working to her left, wants Matthew on the back door. Matthew gets it back outside. 3 from Drone. That one going to be no good, but they get the offensive rebound, and they're going to get a foul against Shelby Eaton on the putback. Blackhawks only with 4 points in this quarter. As again, the Bombers in the bonus, have been in the bonus for much of this quarter. A lot of fouls called against the Hawks. Ratke's first one is on the way and good. Bombers on top by 8, their biggest lead, and the Blackhawks going to use their first timeout with 2:04 to play in the third. Watching Blackhawk basketball, Bragg Sports Media. Do you suffer from sudden or chronic pain in your neck, back, or other joints? Then you should consider giving Creekside Chiropractic a call. Dedicated to providing wellness for both the body and spirit, their licensed chiropractic team sets the tone for drug-free pain management for both chronic pain and sudden injury. Creekside is committed to total body wellness for the entire family. As well as chiropractic services, Creekside also offers the latest in K-laser therapy, therapeutic massage, and they even have an infrared sauna. Dr. Aaron is also a member of the National Registry of Certified Medical Examiners and can perform your DOT physical. They help you manage your pain and overall wellness right here at home in Sheridan, Indiana. Creekside Chiropractic, your hometown chiropractor. 2:04 to play in the third. Blackhawks trail the Bombers by 8. Blackhawks have gone incredibly cold in this quarter, only 4 points since the halftime. But to their credit, the Bombers have only scored 10. But they're back at the foul line again. They're in the bonus.
Got to get out of the third here.
Ratke going to have one more. Ratke setting up on the way is good. Hawks trail by 9. Garner has not scored in this quarter. Sadie Timmy going to drive and back out to Max Smith now. Cecilia Timmy under the basket, gets it to go. So the Hawks get an elusive bucket as they haven't scored much in this quarter. Matthew working on Brielle Garner. Gets it over to Van Meter on the wing. Worked back around to Radke outside. Defended by Smith. Trying to get the back door to Rowland. And a late whistle as she gets the roll, and she's going to get a chance at a three-point play. They're going to get a foul against Sadie Timmy on that shot down low. And again, the volume of fouls called against the Hawks in this third quarter. The Bombers getting opportunities at a lot of free ones here. Rowland back at the line. And one is in the air, and it is through. 10-point lead for the Bombers. Kinsey going to bring it up. Minute and a half left in the third. On their right wing. Cross court to Sadie Timmy. Back to Kinsey. She's got a wing three on the way. That one is long, and the Hawks going to let it go off their leg. Kinsey just having a very frustrating night of shooting. 2 of 7 from behind the arc, but she's 2 of 8 from inside it, so it doesn't really matter whether she's driving or not. And Kinsey going to come out. If you're going to have a rough game, this is not the game that you wanted to do that in.
Nope, not at all.
Bombers inbound on the near side. Matthew defended by Brielle Garner. Get it across the half line. At the top, worked to the left. Now Van Meter working back up top. As that tipped, Rowland. Rowland on the elbow, gets it to Van Meter. Van Meter driving, has that drive cut off. Back outside, Radke for 3. That one's good. 13-point lead for the Bombers. Nova Cross at the half line. Just going to get it back to Sadie, and the Blackhawks going to have to find some offense. Cecilia Timmy on the right wing. Drives, and they call a travel. 42.9, Blackhawks trail by 13. Again, only 6 points scored in this third quarter to the 17 by Rensselaer. Tells the story of this third quarter. Hawks have struggled to get buckets in this second half. Rowland leaves off for Van Meter in the lane, going to get the easy lay-in. 15-point deficit, 25 seconds in the third. Cecilia Timmy at the top. Leaves off to Cross. And Blackhawks going to use another timeout with 17 seconds left in the third. We'll be right back right after this.
The President's Day sale you've been waiting on is going on right now at God Be Home Furnishings. With thousands of items in stock and ready to be delivered to your home now. Take an extra 15% off our already low prices. Sofas, sectionals, dining rooms, bedrooms, and recliners. Everything in our 4 showrooms is on sale now. And don't forget about our mattresses. Save huge on Serta Eye Comfort and Beauty Rest mattresses. The President's Day sale is happening now at God Be Home Furnishings.
17.7 left in the third. Blackhawks trail by 15. This third quarter shaping very much of it. Rensselaer has scored almost as much as they scored in that entire first half in this third quarter. A lot of it coming at the foul line. Fouls according to the board because they don't go higher than 5. 5-2. But I'm willing to bet the Blackhawks have been called for at least 8 in this quarter alone. The foul difference very telling in this quarter. Kinsey in the lane. A lot of contact. Again, still no foul.
All day.
Yeah. Bombers, of course, going to get another foul called against the Blackhawks. It's the story of the third quarter. I mean, this whole quarter has just been nothing but fouls against the Blackhawks. Foul's going to go against Sadie Timmy. It'll be her second. And put Rowland back at the line. I mean, there were possessions early in this third quarter when it was a 2-point game where 3 Blackhawks were on the floor and no whistles were coming. And Rowland gets the first. This third quarter has been wild. 6.3 still to play in the third, and the second one for Rowland upcoming now. On the way, and good. Rowland going to check out. Going to be replaced by Kane of the Bombers with 6.3 left. The Hawks going to inbound under their own basket. Kinsey gets contacted, gets across the half line. Going to launch a 3. She's got an open one, and that one just short. So at the end of the third quarter, Blackhawks trail by 17. We're watching Blackhawk basketball, Bragg Sports Media. If you suffer from sudden or chronic pain in your neck, back, or other joints, then you should consider giving Creekside Chiropractic a call. Dedicated to providing wellness for both the body and spirit, their licensed chiropractic team sets the tone for drug-free pain management for both chronic pain and sudden injury. Creekside is committed to total body wellness for the entire family. As well as chiropractic services, Creekside also offers the latest in K-laser therapy, therapeutic massage, and they even have an infrared sauna. Dr. Aaron is also a member of the National Registry of Certified Medical Examiners and can perform your DOT physical. They help you manage your pain and overall wellness right here at home in Sheridan, Indiana. Creekside Chiropractic, your hometown chiropractor. Welcome back. Fourth quarter coming your way. Blackhawks trail by 17 after they only score 6 points in that quarter. Meanwhile, Rensselaer scored 21 in that third quarter. Blackhawks were in foul trouble most of that quarter. Jump ball forced under the basket. Nicely done by Kinsey Garner. And the Blackhawks going to take possession. So Timmy to inbound. Kinsey's been frustrated. She had 11 in that first half. She's still got 11. Did not score in that third quarter. Max Smith. Nobody stepping out on her. Tried getting it to Kinsey and just thrown away. Rowland. Van Meter gets the lay-in. Blackhawks, if it's not Kinsey today, kind of look lost. Difference from a week ago. Sadie Timmy back out to Kinsey. She's going to launch another 3. That one's good. So Kinsey gets her first points of the second half. It's back to a 16-point deficit. with 7:13 to play in the ball game. Van Meter working to her left, leaves off to Rowland. And that's going to be a walk called against Rowland. 7:07 to play. Blackhawks need points, and they need them quick. Much of this game up until that third was a very narrow margin. Brielle Garner, she's going to launch a three. Does that one go in? No, it's long. Brielle still with only a bucket. Rowland gets the shot to go. Garner going to work it across on the far side now. She's got Sadie Timmy in the lane. That one tipped. Max Smith gets it. Shot put up and can't get the roll, but she's almost, she got held to get there.
On to Matt.
And out of bounds as Rowland was trying to bounce it off a Blackhawk. So to stay Blackhawk ball with 6:35 to play. Cecilia Kinsey. She's got Max Smith to Cecilia. Tipped. A lot of contact under the basket, and again, no foul. Now at the other end, the Bombers worked around to Van Meter. Kinsey looks in a rage here. She's working back and forth, trying to force this ball out. Van Meter going to launch a three. That one no good. Kinsey tips that ball out of bounds. And just the sheer amount of shots in front of the basket where the Blackhawks seemingly get hacked, and no whistles. In the second half, Cecilia Timmy goes low to pull that out. Jump ball's going to be forced, arrow pointing to Rensselaer with 6:07 to play. Once again, Matthew to inbound, gets it quickly into Drone. Drone going to launch a long three. That one no good, and Kinsey's got it on the breakaway. She's got Van Meter against her. Through the contact, gets the shot to go, and she's going to go to the line. Kinsey shooting 1 of 4 at the foul line today. No, no way. No way.
No. She was fouled on the shot.
Wait, what? Hold on. They called a foul, but they gave her the points, but they're not putting her at the foul line. I'm so confused. Three-pointer by Brielle Garner, no good. The scoreboard still says 48-32. I don't know what happened there. The Blackhawks somehow inbounded it, but Kinsey shot. They must have called. I don't know.
I don't know.
They couldn't call a foul on a rebound. There was no rebound. The shot went in. Anyway, 5:40 to play. Rowland on the wing. Bombers back up top, playing keep away from the Hawks now. Playing the most attractive brand of basketball called keep away. And the foul eventually called against Max Smith. Nova Cross and Eaton going to check in, replacing Cecilia Timmy and Max Smith. Coach Bradshaw wants a timeout. She will use her third timeout as the Hawks trail by 16, 5:31 to play in the ballgame. You're watching Blackhawk Basketball, Bragg Sports Media. Do you suffer from sudden or chronic pain in your neck, back, or other joints? Then you should consider giving Creekside Chiropractic a call. Dedicated to providing wellness for both the body and spirit, their licensed chiropractic team sets the tone for drug-free pain management for both chronic pain and sudden injury. Creekside is committed to total body wellness for the entire family. As well as chiropractic services, Creekside also offers the latest in K-laser therapy, therapeutic massage, and they even have an infrared sauna. Dr. Aaron is also a member of the National Registry of Certified Medical Examiners and can perform your DOT physical. They help you manage your pain and overall wellness right here at home in Sheridan, Indiana. Creekside Chiropractic, your hometown chiropractor. 5:31 to play here at Logansport High School. Blackhawks trail 48-32, trying to make up the difference after a very poor third quarter created this gap. The Bombers going to inbound under their own basket. Just throw it long. Back to Van Meter. Van Meter open on the wing, down low, easy lay-in for the Bombers. As Drone was wide open, uncovered. That's the problem when you're trying to do a trap. There's always one person uncarded. Kinsey going to launch another three. That one, no good, off the side. Rebounded by the Bombers. Now Van Meter has that poked free, but she keeps it, and now Eaton going to get called for the foul. 5:05 to play. Blackhawks trail by 18. It's not an insurmountable difference, but the Hawks going to have to get big shots, and a lot of them in a hurry. Taken away. Oh, they're going to get a foul against Cecilia. She got there a little late, according to the official. Cecilia Timmy, Kinsey Garner, and Shelby Eaton, all with 3 fouls apiece. Again, bear in mind, in that whole first half, the Hawks were called for 3 fouls.
Right.
Inbounded quickly to Van Meter. Goes baseline. Floater put up, but Kinsey Garner sends it out of bounds. Once again, inbounded under their own basket, back outside. Now Van Meter at the top. Blackhawks trying to trap, force a turnover. The Bombers doing a good job breaking it thus far, and Shelby's going to get called for an off-ball foul as she went aggressively at Roland. The problem with this is I know you want the ball, but now you're going to put him in the bonus.
Right.
I mean, they're only 1 foul away from it, and you still got half a quarter. That's not going to help you.
Yeah, 1 to give here, and it's going to be a repeat of the third.
Yeah. Now Matthew gets it over to Van Meter. Radke back out to Matthew. And again, they're doing a perfectly executed keep away, and Cecilia Timmy intentionally fouls. And now she's got 4. I don't know the strategy when you're trailing by 18, intentionally fouling. But that'll put the Bombers at the line as they're in the bonus the rest of the way. Van Meter's first one is no good. I mean, with the strategy, you're completely relying on them to miss all the free throws.
And so far
and you
today,
gotta, and it's not even their free throws. You got to hit your shots, and
right.
That's something they've struggled with in the second half. Van Meter is going to line up for her second one now. On the way and good. They're on top, 19. Timmy gets it to Kinsey as she's cutting off the glass, and again, more contact, no foul. Chalk it up as a normal thing in this second half. Blackhawks had everything in front of them after the first half, but in this second half, I mean, it's
gotten out of hand.
It's not that the girls are playing any different than they did in the first half, but the whistles have changed. Blackhawks haven't been able to get shots to go down when they've had open shots. A lot of contact allowed on one end of the court. And Van Meter gets the first one to go. Second one on the way for Van Meter, and that one goes off. Kinsey Garner gets the rebound, and ball going to bounce off of the Bombers. Rensselaer unhappy with it. You're on top 20. Calm down.
Right. Okay.
Kinsey, they're going to say immediately jump ball, so it'll stay Blackhawk ball. Again, Matthew being a problem for Kinsey Garner. Garner creates space that time now. Working to her right. Matthew going to get called for the reach. That'll be the third team foul against the Bombers. I'm sorry, that's the second team foul. Cecilia Timmy going to check in and replace Sadie. Shelby Eaton also coming in, going to replace Brielle Garner. So all seniors on the floor for the Lady Hawks right now. Kinsey cuts through the defense, gets the shot off the glass to go. 18 points, the deficit halfway through this fourth and final quarter. And a foul going to go against Kinsey, and that'll be her fifth. And Rensselaer fans doing what fans do. I'm not even going to be critical of Rensselaer. It's all fans. Kinsey Garner playing her final game as a high school student, and Rensselaer fans waving bye-bye. Halfway through the fourth, Kinsey Garner high school career going to come to a close more than likely unless the Blackhawks can close this gap here. A legendary career at Sheridan High School. First one is good. Back to a 19-point game. Matthew's second one is also through. Cecilia Temme gets it across. She's working to her right, gets down low, through contact again. No foul, but Sadie gets the rebound. Sadie puts it back up, and ball goes in and out. Now the Bombers across with Rowland. Cecilia went for the reach. I don't think Cecilia cares if she fouls out at this point. She's got 4. 3.5. Cecilia might be playing to foul out here. I don't know. Van Meter gets it into Rowland back outside and worked back up top. And again, with 3 minutes left, the Bombers in full just pass it around mode. Cecilia wants that foul, and she finally got it. She even looked at the official at one point.
So you're going to foul?
Was pleading with her because she was done too. So the tandem of Cecilia Temme and Kinsey Garner playing their final minutes. And credit to Cecilia Temme, she didn't want to spend any extra time out there without her teammate. So both of those seniors going to foul out. And Rensselaer are going to move on as they hit the first one from Matthew. Matthew's second one is also through. The 22-point gap is not telling the story of this game at all.
No.
Brielle Garner, she's going to launch one from the wing. Why not? That one no good. Sadie Temme gets the rebound. Straight back up and in. Blackhawks still forcing the issue full court. Matthew over to Van Meter. Now Rowland up top. Again, Bombers quickly just working the ball around and eventually get a touch foul against Brielle Garner. Eaton's got 3 as well, and she's a senior. I wouldn't be shocked if she isn't fairly quick with a 5th one.
Right. If you can't beat them, beat them.
Well, I mean, again,
I know.
You're down 20. You're playing your final game as a Blackhawk. First one is good for Matthew. This legendary 2 years for Sheridan Blackhawk basketball, unfortunately going to end in the same spot 2 years in a row. As now the Bombers on top 22 with 2:40 to play. Sadie Temme. Max Smith drives, looking for Temme, just gives it away to the Bombers down low. Now Van Meter trying to get it across. Now Rowland comes to get it, and back to Matthew. Matthew at the top, now Van Meter down in the corner, drone, and back up top. Blackhawks have pretty well accepted their fate here. Again, now just a formality for the Bombers as they continue to work it around. Blackhawks can't get the ball away from them. Oh, that one went off a... Even the ball got tipped, and now Nova comes away with it. Sadie Temme under 2 minutes to play. Temme goes behind the back, gets it to Nova. Down low, Max Smith, and going to draw the foul on Rowland. That'll be her 4th. The Nova Cross going to inbound under their basket. Looking for a teammate, gets it into Shelby Eaton. Back to Nova under the basket. Ball rolling around, and Bombers come out with it. Now Van Meter going to get it across, chase from behind, but nicely kept away from Brielle Garner. Rowland. Minute and a half. And Max Smith going to get called for the foul. Again, the sheer volume of fouls in this second half by
insane.
The Blackhawks. They were called for 3 in that whole first half. 19 fouls in the second half.
Jeez.
19. I can't speak. Many of those coming in that third quarter. That really is the difference in this game. First free throw is good for Matthew. I'm sorry, that's Van Meter. Nova Cross going to come out again, closing out her senior year. Look for the Blackhawks to pull off all the seniors now. Max Smith is still on the floor. Shelby Eaton's on the floor. She's getting subbed out. And now Max Smith also being subbed out. So this legendary senior class going to fall short of their desires 2 years in a row. Van Meter at the line for her second is also good. She comes out as the second unit's coming in. I say second units. I don't think the Bombers have a second unit. Timmy going to bring it up. Minute and a half. Gets it across the half line. Sadie in the lane. Little floater off the glass. Too hard off the glass. No good. Bombers working it around. Get it across the half line. Bombers going to work it around once again, just running that clock. All underclassmen on the floor for the Lady Hawks. As that third quarter proves pivotal, Blackhawks still fighting over the ball. If I'm an official right now, just swallow it.
Right.
45 seconds. Sadie Timmy not letting up at all, and neither is Brielle, but still. Oh, good. Well, you can't not call that. Sadie Timmy gave a good shot right to the abdomen there. That's going to put them at the line once again. 36.8. Blackhawks trail 60-36. In their trek trying to get to the state final for the second straight, or they're trying for 2 years to get there. Gonna fall short. The first free throw off by Drone. Sadie Timmy gonna check out. Blackhawks gonna get just their second loss in this legendary season in the semi-state. Drone gets that one to go. 61-36 is your score. 36.8 left. Brielle Garner's the only Blackhawk on the floor right now who gets significant minutes. Working to her left. Gets it to Gould. And given away back to the Bombers. Bombers just got to kill about 10 seconds here, and then they can just hold it. And that one going to be over and back now, as the intended receiver lets it bounce off her chest. $17.1. Inbounded to Brielle Garner. Garner down in the corner now. Gets trapped, gets it to Sammy Smith. 10 seconds. All the way over to Sutherland, and that one goes off a Bomber. Gathered back up, 3 seconds. You can just chuck it up, why not? Brielle's going to launch one. It's no good. And the Blackhawks fall to the Bombers, 61-36. And that'll end their 24-25 season. We'll be back summarize. And back right after this. You're watching Blackhawk Basketball, Bragg Sports Media.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance.
We're good at Matt's one-car, two-bedroom apartment with a home office slash home gym insurance.
We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen slash art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the two-car garage slash rehearsal space insurance.
Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Do you suffer from sudden or chronic pain in your neck, back, or other joints? Then you should consider giving Creekside Chiropractic a call. Dedicated to providing wellness for both the body and spirit, their licensed chiropractic team sets the tone for drug-free pain management for both chronic pain and sudden injury. Creekside is committed to total body wellness for the entire family. As well as chiropractic services, Creekside also offers the latest in K-laser therapy, therapeutic massage, and they even have an infrared sauna. Dr. Aaron is also a member of the National Registry of Certified Medical Examiners and can perform your DOT physical. They help you manage your pain and overall wellness right here at home in Sheridan, Indiana. Creekside Chiropractic, your hometown chiropractor.
People ask us all the time, how can Godby Home Furnishings have furniture and mattresses in stock where with most other stores you have to wait months for furniture? It's because we have a huge warehouse with over 75,000 square feet full of furniture and mattresses. So almost every item you see in our stores is in stock and ready to be delivered to your home. And it's all being delivered by our friendly delivery crew. Quality furniture at affordable prices. Get it at Godby's today.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your Erie agent in Sheridan is Bragg Insurance Agency. Get a quote at bragginsurance.com.
Erie Insurance.
Hey, do you know about the Education Foundation?
No, let's find out more. Thank you, Education Foundation, for the whiteboards. Thank you.
Thank you, Education Foundation.
I was the CEO of Radio Disney. And I dissected frogs.
Thank you.
Education Foundation, thanks for the books.
Thank you.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Check out our website and our Facebook page to find out more.
Additional sponsors for Bragg Sports Media broadcasts include The Farmers Bank, Legacy Images, Handmade on Maine, Horizon Real Estate, KV Elliott American Legion Post 67. Thank you for your continued support. Go Blackhawks! Welcome back. Final time here. The score went off the screen, but I promise you I know it. Blackhawks fall to the Bombers, Nick, 61-36. Their season ends 25-2, a legendary season, a record that, God, who knows if that ever even gets broken.
Right.
They played the first half incredibly well. The officials were allowing both teams to play. It was a 2-point game, but the third quarter happened, and really that's the story of this game.
Yeah, and I know that we had talked about it either at halftime or during one of the breaks that, what typically happens is the refs don't call anything in the first half, and then the second half it's, all whistles. And it was very much all whistles there in the third and the fourth, and we just couldn't come out and do it, but we weren't hitting shots and getting easy things that we should have been getting, and it was just a frustrating game all around.
Yeah, the Blackhawks didn't necessarily shoot great in that first half, but shot slightly worse in the second half. But again, the foul disparity, 22 fouls called against the Blackhawks. There were 3 against the Blackhawks in that first half.
Right.
And then that whole third quarter, I know if you're watching this broadcast, you couldn't see it. Blackhawks were laying on the ground countless times. It felt like 10 straight possessions. down the floor, no whistles in that third quarter, but then they'd go to the other end, and all of a sudden the Bombers would be at the foul line. I mean, it was just, it's frustrating, especially for this season to end that way. It was a 2-point game at half.
Yeah.
It was not a 25-point game. These teams were not 25 points separated between as far as skill levels and everything go, but that's the way the cookie crumbles in this situation.
Yeah, somebody has to lose and someone has to win, and unfortunately it's the end of a legendary season here for the Blackhawks.
Yeah, the Lady Hawks get to the same point that they did last year, losing in the first game of semi-state. Kinsey Garner, Cecilia Timmie, Nova Cross, Kinsey Garner, Cecilia Timmie, Max Smith, and Shelby Eaton, all of their careers ending. I've said it a few times on Facebook. When I started calling Sheridan basketball, it was their freshman year. And for 4 years, they took us on a ride that we might not see in a very long time, if not ever. You never know. These things you never know when your next time is. I mean, look, Sheridan knows that certainly. Last time we were at state in football was 2008. Right. I mean, you don't know when you'll be back here. That's why you have to cherish every single time that you get this far. Every single time this basketball team's got to cut down nets, you got to cherish that. And again, it's been fun. Kinsey Garner, gut-checkingly, comes up 25 points shy of being the all-time scorer in Sheridan history. And again, another gut check, she missed half of her freshman year. That's when she's averaging more than 20 points a game, you're short 25 points. And it is what it is, She's going to have almost every record that you could have at Sheridan High School. But again, without the record, Cecilia Timmie, a phenomenal high school career, as that tandem of her and Garner so much these last 4 years. And again, it's a heartbreak. I hate to see it end, but as is high school sports,
has to end.
It has to end because you don't want to hold them in high school forever. They got to go make lives. Kinsey Garner obviously going to go play basketball at I almost said Kennesaw. It's not Kennesaw. Can you think of it off the top of my head? I can't think of it off the top of my head. She's going to go play basketball in college. So is Shelby Eaton. She's going to college to play basketball. This is not the last time that we're going to hear those two names. And, just a gut check, frustrating night. But, like you said, only one team can win at the end of the day.
Right.
And the Blackhawks come up short. Again, a phenomenal season, 25-2, sectional champions for second straight year, regional champions for the second straight year, and fall in the first game at semi-state. Nick, you got anything else?
Thanks for the ride. I mean, that was fun to watch. Sad that it's ending, really.
Yeah. Our next broadcast going to be
2 weeks?
It won't be next week, but the week after next, our next game is going to be another playoff game. It'll be the boys sectional whenever, or not wherever, it's going to be at Frankton, but whenever that is. The draw is tomorrow, exclusively on IHSAA TV from 6 to 8. Again, if you're tuning in just for the Sheridan section, tune in about 6:30 to 7. That'll be when they announce the 2As. So Blackhawks lose to Rensselaer 61-36 in the 2A North semi-state semifinal. We will see you guys